I got you, bro. I got you, bro. It's like your morning laxative or something. Yeah. Watch the pennies, bro. Was it good? You like that? Yeah? Good boy. I didn't know if it went. Pump some pounds. Mike Cox, Herbo, Trauma Hall. What's going on, beloved? Oh, what's happening? Snoop, what's going on, baby? All right, let's get it in. Hey, how's it going this AM? How's everybody doing? I guess y'all saw that post. I can put 100 up. Letters, Library of Congress, the stuff that I was showing people long ago that people are coming by, and it's been shared over. I don't think at that time you could copy and paste a lot of the information I was showing. Nowhere can you find real history before the 1800s, except for the origin story of the people of this land. And I'm gonna be very blatant. It wasn't no goddamn pale skins, and it wasn't no Mongolians. I don't care how they feel. Why is it that we have no problem accessing some fake fictionalized 1400s when we already proved a number of the characters that these fake ass Jews have put up, they don't exist? Abe Lincoln, the character who played him, when I was telling people this in MySpace that this motherfucker was a fur trader, blah, 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 came to New Amsterdam, blah, 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 they kept denying it. And then I showed them his brother. Now, people have been picking it up for the last few years and been talking about it. But when I was saying it, I had to be crazy. All these Mongolians and these pale skins are fucking relatives. And if you want to say biblical wise, of Yaphet from Gomer. Shem only had a handful of nations. Ham, all over the damn place. Couldn't even keep his back to the wall properly. Why am I saying this? Well, why shouldn't I? I've been saying it this long, and nobody's been listening. Now it's everywhere, and everybody think they found everything out. I had a friend of mine in high school, Eric. He came from this guy named Eric. I ain't gonna say his last name. He came from California. He used to have the Jerry curl and be, doing that. You know what I'm saying? And he made him part of our hip hop community. Loved him. Mind you to say, period of selling drugs, meeting some very ostentatious people, Hollywood, and anyway, right? I had that card. I used to always look for work outside of selling weed, just to have something to hide nobody knew about. So old Eric from California, kind of tall brother, makes you think of the guy, let your soul go, spraying it in his head. You know what I'm talking about, right? He took me to this old pale-skinned dude by this bank. I can't say where. Old cat. I told this story kind of in a layman's term. And this guy was a Korean and Vietnam veteran. World War II Korean, he was an officer. Gay motherfucker. Old. Now, mind you, this is about 83 or 84. Yeah, I was breakdancing. It was no money. The Zionists would find a way, the fake Jews were trying to find a way they can monopolize on this and who they would use as front people. They first used people who didn't write their own raps. But anyway, stolen stuff, right? That's how they always do it. And have a bunch of old big Jewish women dancing around them looking like, the goofy Jane Fonda in her exercise with the leotards and stuff. That's not who we were. But you always got to give a shout out as far as rap goes to Melly Mel and the Grandmaster Series 5, Grandmaster Cash. There's no Jamaicans and all this other bullshit. Someone might claim that, but it's not to knock it because those are our people. But I went to this Paleskins house. And I remember after working there for a couple of months, because sometimes I go there, Eric wasn't there, and sometimes I wouldn't be there, Eric be working, met one of his friends. This guy was a little older, but he also partook in Vietnam. He was in the military when Vietnam jumped off and never thought it would happen. I can't say what the work was. It was, I guess, the predecessors to the Special Forces in the Army. And I met another friend who was a melanated guy who was one of the Navy Raiders. You know what I'm talking about? Predecessor to the UDTers, right? All these guys fought in World War II, all Korea and Vietnam, and some other things, right? I remember one day he made us some ham and cheese sandwiches. This before I became vegan, before I went to the military. Man, the motherfuckers was banging, man. Wonder Bread was different then. It didn't have 1,000 chemicals and stuff. It wasn't being made to take you out. So a person could say, man, I'm just getting a check. I'm just delivering it. You know, them idiots, like we have so many of them. And I saw some pictures of them in the war, black and white, you know. And I said, well, damn, who are them brothers? I never really hear too much about World War II. Korean War and Vietnam. He said, let me tell you something. They ain't gonna tell you. But y'all, it looked like he wanted to say you niggas, but he said y'all, the fellow brother who fought in them wars, they did phenomenal stuff that nobody else was able to do. What? Said, man, they didn't hardly get no rest. They didn't get no R&R. We always got breaks, a couple of beers. These cats was going nonstop for years. It was like they was purposely attempting to get them all dead. And the stories they were telling us about who we were. You know, this is why I always said Cabbage Patch children and orphans. That's why I used to get in trouble in high school and saying it. Oh, y'all, yeah, high school. Yeah, I went to high school. I was freshman in 1981. All right. 78, I've been saying this, getting my butt whipped in elementary and middle school. Well, elementary. Middle school, you just got shook up. Sometimes knocked up against your back. They kind of started doing away with that because the abuse was growing so much because of the war and broken families. You know what they did, the fake Jews, this fake-ass government. But at that time, I also was aware because my great-grandma saying they just moved in everything we had. They just getting off the boat. They were just moving in. They had all kind of guns and stuff. And, you know, a lot of our people were murdered or locked away somewhere. Like I said, who do you think the original chain gang was? They were innocent, autochthonous people of this land. What did I express to you the other day about the boarding school? What was its purpose? Hell, we were building them. To educate these new things, these funlings. And them to sit around, walk around thinking like us. And there are people who are in the head of these fake ass tribes. All right? Who know exactly this. Just like that fake ass Pope. Just like these fake ass kings, this fake ass bastard Biden, and these worthless ass niggas who have been born here like they sleeper cells and all. They don't be put to sleep. But please, sleeper cells, they think they're doing something. Now, I know I expressed to you that the importance of you speak your truth. And now somebody may come along and tell you and express this to you. If you believe it, I mean, that's what manifests itself. No, stop believing. Fucking no. What means more, to believe or to know? And you know, the hypocrisy of the ignorance of people who have not realized this truth, they will sit there and they will say, yeah, but you got, in order to know, you got to believe. What kind of nonsense? I'm reading stuff. I'm telling you all the time not to believe. I'm telling you to do the background research, to search in yourself so you'll know. And if you don't, then you just don't know. How can you believe in something? You know what belief is structured around? All these smart people. Do you know what belief means? And then we're going to look at knowing, okay? Okay? Belief. And acceptance. It means you're accepting it on the value of what you've been given, all right? That a statement is true or that something exists. That doesn't mean you know. We have a system created to make you believe that something of that belief factor is a fact, a truth. Well, if it's a belief, how can it be a truth? Let's go ahead and look at knowing. Showing or suggesting that one has knowledge or awareness that is secret or known to only a few people, or as in something that you see. If you want to claim tangibility, what am I doing? Smiling. So therefore, you know, you don't believe that I smile. It's as if you said, "What, you smiling?" See, then that's a hypothesis. Might go to another time that you might not be able to identify as another time, but right in there in that moment, you believe you saw it when I didn't smile. So knowing is by seeing, so therefore it is tangible. So what equates to the fact of a belief? So if you're going to speak something, shouldn't you not believe what you speak? Because they have you speaking many lies, and it's like the battery. You're giving energy to a source. And you don't even have to be made convinced because you're ignorant to this reality. So when I was looking at these pictures, this gay old pale skin, all right, I'm working, I'm meeting his friends and buddies. Not all of them are gay. He's man, he walk around a man. He's not like that dude off of the damn cartoon show that with guys always Lois and whatever beating the chicken up, and you got the old dude that's always walking around looking at boys, the guy's son. No, he wasn't. No. This guy was older. Like I said, the beginning of the Vietnam War, not the end of 1970. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about, and to be able to say that, and then people sitting around him who are veterans going, and you can see the harshness on the brother's face because he knew so much. Like, but you'll never hear it. Because they got to make fake superheroes. They got to rewrite history. When I was telling you about Superman, the original one coming out of Detroit, you know, the original, all these things, Adam, Shazam, all these things. These fake ass Spielbergs and, well, all of them, okay? Stan Lee, all these fake ass Jews who work for the consortium on this land to further pervert the minds had to do these things. And most pale skins won't admit to it because they don't know how to. They don't believe in the sin of the Father, but they'll say, look, Ham was cursed. Like, how can we be such hypocrites? My eyes red, y'all, because I went to sleep on the right side of my head. I don't know. I think my eyes open sometimes. Like I said, I sleep with one eye open and it's irritated again, but it's feeling better. These people are running around playing us, and they think it's okay. They don't know the true role they played in their ignorance or their steed, how deep it is. That's why whenever somebody's talking about DNA, nigga, I say, what's your blood type? And then when somebody's talking about, but do you speak the language? I speak quite a few languages, but you don't speak my ancestors' language. So who are you? I said, I go on Google and I look at the little stuff y'all have up there, and everything is misspelled and it's said wrong. You know, about 7 years ago or 8 years ago, I don't know, they tried to say the last speakers of the Chickasaw language were alive, and they had some goddamn Mongolian nigga. I still don't hate, but see, when you play my people and you're a fraud, then I have no love for you. It's not that I don't love you. I just don't have no love because you embarked on a treacherous, treasonous, and then what you need to also know, there are frequencies out here, and that's why it's no hate, that when you do something, increases that. So in his steed, he actually believed he was our people. Like Umar Johnson stating from 4 years old that he studied Marcus Garvey and all this bull crap, and that he doesn't speak about what happened and why it happened. And the fact that he dismisses, but at numerous times he says, oh yeah, we were the original people of this land. You see, when you start giving energy to lie, knowing that you're doing it intentionally, or you have been groomed as such by hate and everything else, you have legitimized yourself, and they have frequencies out here that increase that. Or it increases it. Remember, I sit down, I used to visit people on suicide, who had survived suicide when I was in New York and Philly. I used to stop by the hospitals, the VA hospitals, and meet these brothers, half face missing, waiting for their plate or whatever, like this fool's still alive, and his head looked like I just cracked the walnut, like, and ate half of it and left the other half there. I mean, literally, like that much. And this guy's still alive. I mean, this is back there, but it's just a big, like, reconstructed shirt, face, and everything, like fake teeth. And I'm sitting there going, this guy blew away all this. And he's alive and he's talking to me. Met a Marine female who cut her throat. I don't know how, don't want to know. No avocation of violence. Please, if you have children here, close the ears, let them step away, please. She literally, from here to here, through the jugulars, survived. I'm looking at how they quit, how the surgery was, because it's just messed up. They had to graft. And she talks, she got this thing in her thing, so it sounds a little animated, but she could talk. All because of a relationship. And those two individuals. You know why? Because they didn't have a relationship of truth with themselves. And all the things that they have went through and the trauma they have seen only increased it. Whether it be from childhood, I talked to them for a long time. I'm not going to sit there here and say the business. From childhood, from rearing to that point. That is based on this fake-ass government allowing this permissiveness. And also because you have these things called Child Protective Services and another one in Cali, right? They are thieves. There's nothing legitimate or legal or constitutional about what they do. You have to study these things to know. Like these people sitting here sell you cars. The moment you give your social security number, the EIN, the car is already paid for once it's approved. What the approval status is to give them to a third party to keep you broke and paying for something you already paid for. Everything is a lie. What makes them, and you see, this is, as long as they have the most ignorant of ignoramuses living a lie, they continue forward doing what they're doing. The moment people start realizing, we are not these people. I've lived my life. I've learned this language. I've done all these little bullshit ceremony dances, this, that, and the other, until one of them steps up, and only a handful of that, because the rest of them are full of it. That's why I put that up there. Those are not of my people. They're not real Muskegon. Always described as Negroid, which means, for those who aren't aware, Negroid does not mean, Negro does not mean black, because if you go to Wikipedia, that fake Jewish goddamn bull crap paper, and some others, because they follow suit, they'll sit there and say, yeah, Negro means black. No, it does not. Negro comes from the word necromance, to play with dead things. Black means death, which also mean bleak, wan, without, blanc, bleach, whatever. And that's how the pale skins that were not born, because it wasn't really that many, when they saw them and they said, who are these? And why would we do that on the whole entire earth? It ain't my problem that people can't accept this reality when the information is all over and their own people write the truth. That's why they have to put so many lies, because they need you to be contempt and confused. I would challenge any of them, because I know my ancestors going way back. I know what majority of the tribes that didn't want to go on the Trail of Tears that said, okay, I'll be a Negro. They didn't say African. Hell, the term wasn't even really being used until they were writing these new books in the 19th century. Facts. And updating old information. as they were transferring them to digital within the last 10 years. Facts. Maybe longer or shorter. I don't know. I wasn't there. I just know it's been done. So all these, I mean, even the Cherokee fake-ass chief said, no, there are a lot of, he fucking pretty much told you, there's a lot of black people who are actually Cherokee. He didn't say African descent and all that nonsense of these fake Jewish bastards. That's why you got a lot of these dumb Chinese coming here, because they figure because the Mongolians, who are hybridized people now, well mixed up. Not all, but quite a few, because you got to remember in the 1830s and 1850s, there were Chinese citizens who were put on reservations and given the title native. Facts. Not make-believe or made up. Facts. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Go and look it up. Punk-ass Dwight D. Eisenhower. With his Ashkenazi punk ass. All of them worked to defer while at the same time respecting those who still knew. And you have all these little frauds running around. Crypto and Sephardic, not every one of them, but the majority, Arab, but not the original Arab. We're talking about those who were conquered first and then they children made ignorant, like you got ours being done right now, and brought over and made war against our fucking people, and then given a false identity while they were squatting on our soil. Not of the old original lineage, a remnant of who they were. Now, it's not every one of them. Now, you need to know this. Because if you read as much as I do, you would know that there was a breakaway. And there's an infiltration at a period, and then a fall of a great empire, a great society, a great, wonderful nation on earth. And that was the last time, not too long ago. It's true because I've been the one saying this since 1978, brother. As long as people research it, they'll know these things. Now, I've sat around with some of them big oligarchs that y'all say are wonderful people that making a bag with 400,000 followers. I know good and damn well I have many more followers, but these weak little, absconding little cowards, you would think that they don't have feelings. They do. Otherwise, they wouldn't be acting accordingly. It is not intelligent, nor does it embark on something as in, we're not afraid. We're just going to do it anyway because we love saying, I'm not in pain. I don't care. See, that's the difference. They want to bind everybody into this one order. I continue to express to you what you're capable of, what you need to say. Forget what you want by desire that's been afflicted upon you. How you change the narrative. How many of y'all cook steak? How many of y'all cook it on high heat or on a flame? Stop. Get the coals hot and slow cook and flip it every friggin' minute. That's how you cook a steak, and make sure the inside is pink, tender, rare. All right, not raw, rare. Because the moment you cook it all the way through, remember I used to make that joke, I cook my steaks till they're dead? No, I don't. I used to eat my steaks rare. I gained more off eating it rare, but I ate 1,000 pounds of vegetables and beans because I just cannot let that go. It's not so much the food. We shouldn't be eating meat because our light is in your light is in vegetables and fruits. Vegetables are fruits though, regardless. Just to let you know, they changed that shit too. Anyway, everything out here they have to divide. They got to flip up on his head. They got to change. They got to do this with it. They got to talk. And nobody wants to pay attention. So when I was talking to this elder man, this gay pale skin, who we were doing his yard, his house, he had stuff, antiques, pictures, man, had to be about $500,000. I just wasn't one to wait around for a person to pass away to see if he was going to give it to me, because I just wanted to get the paycheck, enjoy the good lunch, and meeting these old cats in this big ass house across from this bank, this big lawn, this big one, and listening to all these stories, and further made me go in the military. When I was in, I met brothers who were incredible. Incredible stuff they was able to do. And they looked at me the same way, you know? And but I thought about the ones who fought the wars, who these government wanted to disappear, and even the ones they falsely put on charge because they wanted to hang them or execute them. Do y'all know that? Innocent brothers by this fake ass government, by these fake ass Peckerwoods down south and everywhere else that was in the military, they all dead and miserable. Now, okay? Just know that. No, there ain't no go to the next place and it's a beautiful thing. You cannot do things here and believe that it doesn't follow you. See, that's how stupid the majority of these racists, these people who are easily bought for 5 and 10 and 20,000, able to go against this people, period. These are dummies. And these people who belong to all these, there's a whole lot of little organizations and secret societies that are sprouted. Look, y'all. Idiots. Every last one of them. Idiots. The ones who got to see something, know that there's some other material and tools out there, whoopee fucking do. You speak things. You don't need to believe in a damn thing. You speak, you know. You don't entertain the lies. I don't even like you. I don't even have the pleasure of a wanton one, or a like or a need to say lie. I detest that vibration, that false color, that misrepresentation of light. The lie itself exists in the individuals who are perpetrating it. And they're stuck there for a good reason they know nothing about. They have not been made aware, just like the ones who are doing what they're doing. They are unaware that they have been put. Now, you might want to believe that they've gotten that way for so long because they've been doing it so long, and it's not even part of it. When you go against order, it has to keep you right where you're at. It don't matter how far you go. Doesn't matter how far. There's an end. So you need to be able to speak, and not just on a desire, but you need to know. You don't have to believe that you know. That's just stupid. That's like putting conspiracy and theory together. That is just redundantly retarded. They were able to do that because there's enough dumbasses who don't know their truth of history, who have been stuck in a lie and they don't even know it, and they could consummate that relationship. So therefore, ergo, okay? Let me see what was up. Hey, Mama Bear. Achukma, Copa. What's going on, beloved? I got trauma, right? Yeah, what's going on, beloved? Herbal. I just want to make sure, Mikey, I got you guys. I got Oka Snoop, right? Yeah. Salute, tribe. Nothing but love. Peace one day. We're at peace right now. Speak that into knowledge. Right? Marcus William, I got you, beloved. I got Mikey, right? Herbo, definitely. Got you, beloved. Anthony Lowe, salute. What's going on, beloved? Yes. It's good to see that. Beautiful. Yeah, well, you know what? It's the people that carried on saying it in pure ignorance. You know, when I used to watch these old 1940 and 30 videos of the pale skins, some of them you could tell were of a Negro stock saying, yeah, I'm just an old cracker. Yeah, we from them parts, we came out in these parts around, this is what they say with the fake history, around 1789. Yeah, and, you know, it was a big fighting and stuff like that. And You know, they couldn't handle us peckerwoods. It wasn't no redneck, because redneck don't mean what people do think it mean. When the so-called European soldiers were fighting our people during many of the Indian wars, when they said we're gonna, call you Redskins because they wanted to cut your hair because it was different from their straight shit. They wanted to cut that off, especially the Mohican tribes and those who were cut because of the wet gear that we still wear every once in a while, and it would make our skin run red or blood. It wouldn't be the dark amber or green bluish that it was inside you. So when it came out, it became redskin. It had nothing to do with painting your face and all this other goofy stuff, or because you're light skinned. Bunch of bullshit. I actually got to see some pictures of nostalgia talking about those Indians scalped, and I'm looking at afros and some thick, wavy, curly hair. Go see if you can find them yourself. I'm not going to put them on here. I can't. All right? And yet, they believe they got rid of all this stuff. Damn it, that was in the Library of goddamn Congress. I was in there with this little thing I was able to buy in the military, a little camera, right? Taking pictures of the pages. You know, like looking like a little secret. You used to buy, I don't know, you might still be able to order it from Radio Shack, but I don't even know what Radio Shack is. So you know I'm old, like fog and shit. But look. So I'm taking the pictures of this shit. Took forever to get it developed. It was like they was trying to hide it by Kodak. Y'all remember the little square ass camera that you slide? You know. And yet they walk around all, and their numbers are so small and they look stupid. And a lot of them are half us anyway. That's what gives them the orthogonous blood. Bring some of them to O positive, not the majority. I'm not saying this with hate, man. I love all my, don't get it. I love my Native Americans. I know Native Americans who know the truth. They went and got pictures and said, oh, look at this is my great grandma. Man, she one of my peoples. Oh, okay. What they don't tell you in these history books, a lot of our people made sure they knew the history properly. Not foregoing their identity or truth, but unknowing that these people would take on that identity. I wish one of them would challenge me with that. Where's your CIB? Where's your language? Would you check on Salompa? You speak Chickasaw? I'll bust them up. Some people say, well, you look the part. Nigga, if you don't get out of here with your fake world history. And they always got something to say about pale skin, but they the first ones to accept them that, oh, yeah, that's the Native American community. Yes, sure, they are. Look, and then you got a bunch of pale skins who ain't nothing but niggas who they've been whitewashed, that, watered out. I hate to say that term, but that is an application that's applicable by the Zionists, before they were called Zionists, because I already expressed that Zion has nothing to do with these motherfuckers. Everything is used, borrowed, and stolen. Okay? You must know. Zion, that place comes out of the Grand fucking Canyon. I don't care what you think or what you believe, and that's nothing. I knew that in high school, and it's always was said. It was even on the goddamn maps. They just changed and got rid of. When I was talking about Negro Head Trail and this, that, and the bunker, all these places that use our terms, they just recently started changing. Why? Because we got all these dumbass Dr. Umar Johnsons. You got this Mav Hoffa dumb motherfuckers. You got all these dumb niggas who are being a voice because all these dumbasses follow these dumbass people and stay there watching them, and more numbers come because they live in a foul ass life while they twerking their booties and walk around with tight jeans hanging off the bottom of their ass because they skinny, because the damn food they eating got them all jacked up because they ain't eating nothing natural or raw or real, except for the ones who are swole up. And then most of the time they go to Atlanta because you know what they looking for some boy pussy. But the reality is nobody wants to see this, and most of them have these majority of these gang members are all Fruit Loop anyway. So where's the normality? Where's the order? Us no hate. I'm not gonna sit there and throw hate at them. I respect Flame Monroe. Don't like what he's done with himself, but that's not my business. It's not my place at this moment or time. And I see that some people, to keep a certain platform or stay within the lines of safety, still ambiguously hold themselves to a partial thing, as if that's the answer to their problem. Just because Biden and Obama and them allowed all this homosexual shit don't mean that it's going to be all right next year or when it's all said and done, that it meant nothing in any way, because it shows that most people aren't that really intellectual, because the part they play is nothing but more deception to keep them stuck there while worse things are happening. You dig what I'm saying? People always think this is some kind of curse. This is power. But it also conscripts a false narrative in your head because of the penning they need you to see. Compared to the truth, we don't need to be doing this goofy shit. It is impractical. It's unnecessary. But it's got y'all convinced because they doing dumb shit. Well, a lot of their actors, and y'all have bought into the supremacy of the Zionist Hollywood narrative of entertainment, which they take everything and they push it in another direction. If we created rock, we created, come on, Bojangles, all that shit. You know, the scat and all that stuff. Where do you think all the dances were? They were learning all the dances from, how to do the jiggable and all that kind of stuff. Huh? Country, original cowboys. You know what the cowhands was, right? In Peckerwoods. They used to tell us, yeah, the horses come from Spain and France. Bullshit. Palomino's ours. This is the hypocrisy of the world they was attempting to create then. And they said, well, we can wait another 30, 40, 50 years. We got plans anyway. It's about weapons. It's about being in the positions to annihilate and grooming enough stolen children in underground caverns and places, training them up to hate you, but also to be the greatest in deception and lying, and standing in front of you, you think that he lives a block away from you when a motherfucker don't live nowhere up there where y'all live at. But y'all keep buying into it because you don't know no goddamn better. Yo, what's going on, Eagle Eye? What's happening? What's happening? What's going on, beloved? What's cracking? Yeah, I got you, Rondo. You already know. What's happening, beloved? You already know. And fools had on masks too. Damn right. You know, I would love to see how people really stop procrastinating and being slothful and lazy. But because y'all still believing in something, that's why you're stuck. When you free your mind, your ass definitely will follow. They will. And your feet will start embarking on another journey instead of the dead ass end you've been facing in that wall. That's, you know what they call that? The kill box in that little corner. You motherfucker think y'all doing something, but you just stuck. You're just right there. Still believing in some bullshit and can't even admit it. You can't even admit it because there's something fucking you up. You haven't let go. Most people don't want to hear that. God damn it. Gotta be tough. I'm talking about everybody. You don't want to let go. Bottom fucking line. And some people say, but I don't know how to let go. That's being honest. But yes, you do. You're just not allowing yourself to know it. You're still holding on to this infrastructure of belief. With factors of like, what's that? 2/3 or some shit? Not even half and half. Just all in the negative zone. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. It's early as fuck. I woke up pretty early. I was irritated as hell. Took a nice warm then cold shower. And I took a little warm and then cold. Cold does the body so good. But I was sore, so the heat breaks up a little cortisol. Now you see I'm having my baby's chrysanthemum tea. She take care of me, y'all. You can wave from over there. Oh, man. I'm going to go ahead and eat and come back on in a couple hours, and we're going to get our read on. I didn't go read because I went to sleep, God damn it. Well, it's just me and my cat and neighbors and people, and talked to Chad and a few people yesterday, and I was like, came home, I was reading. Whenever I'm reading, sometimes I'm real comfortable. It's good. I think everybody should take about 7 or 8 guys. Should be like a cat. I mean, I got to make up for all them damn near 30 years and not sleeping at all, damn near. And people in the doctors, how you still alive? The fuck kind of doctor is you? Sleep insomnia? Mm-hmm. Amongst a few things. But because of, you know what they say about hyper or super intelligence? I don't really like to give that shit any reasoning. I believe that you're beyond the scope of that. I said you're not mortal, you are immortal, and you must know this. I didn't sleep, and there were good reasons for it. Or rests, whatever you want to call it. Whatever name you want to give it. Anywho, I'm making up for it. And it's quite awesome. I just got to remember to stop sleeping on the right side of my... I'm sleeping on my back mostly, y'all. Yes, I sleep on my back. Flat. And, Ron to tell you, I go in the other room. I can blow it up. I just don't like to. I lay on the floor and I just crash out right there with the window open. You can see the sky. The light coming in, just in the darkness and just sleep. I would love to see a branch with an owl or maybe a snake crawling up it. You know, that would be awesome. That's from memory. Anyway, look, I appreciate y'all coming on here. All right. We still donate. We didn't meet it. People attempted. No one can do it by themselves. I appreciate y'all. Just some things to look at. There's other things I can speak on, but why would I want to give those things any energy? They have enough of the lies in the world talking about those things now. I figured this was good enough. I'm tired of motherfuckers. Well, I'm beyond fucking tired. Living a life of you and thinking they can have bots and monkeys and everything else, minions, talk as if something's... No. They dug themselves in a hole. One they can't get out. Because they don't know how to has to lie and accept the truth. Very irresponsible they are. You can see that in their actions. But we don't have to be that way. Okay? Love y'all. My beloved sisters. My brothers. I'll see y'all here in a couple hours. I'm about to grub.